Hello, this is Mark Bakker again, Power of PowerShell. Today I'm giving a quick demo on how I detect which kind of sessions are open at my system, and I just did it for fun, to be honest. Uh, I'm gonna show you some information here. Hang on. For instance, when you do this, right, on the Windows system, you get like a list back of everything that's established or as a time wait, all your sessions, right? Those are mostly browser sessions. This is an IP address. And yeah, I thought it would be nice to have like information about this and also from which country the IP address comes from, because I'm pretty interested in that always. I don't like to have sessions to shady countries. And basically, if you have a session here, I don't know which country this comes from. I don't even know which process is running that. I can extract it with the process identifier, but it's not that easy or friendly to use. So that's why I created, but again, pretty small script, and I'm going to show you what the script does. So here I make a reference to assembly system.speech because I want to hear the countries. You can speech the countries. You will see it when the script will run. And then I create a new object for the speech synthesizer. Here I set the current directory. Here we create a log file in the temp folder. Here we create a web client because that's needed as well later on in the function. Here I get all the TCP connections, right? So it's really something listening, not interested in loopback adapters and such. And then for UDP the same. And then we have like an sort of empty array where I store if the country already has been spoken. I don't want to hear that over and over again. So I'm fine with that it's the country spoken once. I'm going to show you how I implemented that. And then we have like all the TCP connections. And for each object, we stick them on the pipeline. And basically, we have a function that accepts input from the pipeline and that returns it to a grid view. So now we go to this function because it's where the magic is happening. That function lives here. And here we need the web, you see, to download. Basically, there's an API on the web. And if you feed that an IP address, so what I do here is, I just download that and then I get the result back, and the result is the country. So there's a nice API online that searches for you if you feed it that IP address, where it comes from. And then here, if the country not equals 0, because if it's like a 10.0.0, then it can't resolve that, of course. Then it's stored in a variable here, and if that's null, yeah, we can't do anything with it, of course, so then the code continues. Otherwise, if it's not null, we're gonna check if the country has already been spoken, and otherwise we add it here and speak the language once, and we do that async. Then here we get the process owning name, because I want to see which process is running that specific session, netstat session. Here I create all the properties I want to see. Here I create an object of that property, and here we return that object to the caller. And who's the caller? That's this guy. And that will be stick on the pipeline and pipe to the grid view. See, yeah? So now in action, so it will be live. So every entry that is found is immediately stuck on the grid view. You don't need to wait for the results because I'm utilizing now the pipeline, right? That's different looping mechanism that works differently than on for each. For each and for each object is not the same basically. So now we're gonna run this.
United States, Canada,
So United States and Canada. Okay, that's not bad. Let me see if I can extend that. So I'm opening my browser. You don't see that. I'm gonna open some sites here. Let's see if we get different results now, because that would be nice. Then I'll run the script again. Let's see what it detects now.
United States, Germany,
Germany now.
Netherlands,
Netherlands.
United Kingdom,
United Kingdom.
Ireland,
Ireland.
Switzerland,
Switzerland. Wow.
Canada.
Canada again. Okay. So that's all of a sudden a lot more sessions. I opened basically two new browser windows, and that gave me a lot of new countries under the hood, basically. And here you see like the IP address, where it comes from. And I think at some point I'm gonna get the company name as well, who's responsible for this range, just because it's nice to have. I can put that here in an extra column, for instance. But this is what it is for now. And of this, of course, this is 10 dot. It can be resolved to a country. That's my internal IP address. This is a shady IP address, I guess, because it can't be resolved by that site. So I need to investigate this one as well. But at least you have a nice overview. And of course, if you only want to see like I heard Switzerland, Switzerland. So we have three IP addresses now. Switzerland opened. I don't know why, but it's just the case. So yeah, I think that's the end of this demo. So a pretty short PowerShell script with basically one function. Yeah, that's giving me a lot of insights on my internal system, which session is open to which IP address and which country. I thought it was nice to share this information with you. See you in the next video, I hope. Bye bye.